So what made me film was what made him so angry? I think, okay, so he asked my friend to eat his ass, and she was like, what the hell? Like, I'm not touching you after last night, and that's
bang.
For more civilization.
So supreme, a fully charged ultimate being. Now just the highest set of weed them and smoking. FM Edjahz, one channel, you know a thing go.
No boy can diss me or my team. No waste man not in my scheme. The crooks them about said before 18. None of my thugs them no lean. No shaking is a straight laser beam. Boy head splash out Sunday.
Blessings and honor, glory and power. You don't know if FM Edjahz there upon a brand new show, a fresh new show. Big up all of my subscribers and all of my viewers them. And all who not subscribe it, not time to change. The door is always open, so you know if you go do. On this show, the Jah Cure saga continues. We all supposed to know by now a leak video surfaced the internet the other day with Jah Cure and 2 females in a one bag of bangarang. Enough people had mixed feelings about the video. All other entertainers in our dancehall industry made comments on the topic. Devin the doctor said we shouldn't be surprised because I expect no better from a rapist. While Exp0se asks a question saying, how him do in this case if una give him the wrong? So I guess Exp0se don't see anything wrong with what Jah Cure did.
Step on crime, bossy, well, madam, mean. I know if not, but not suppose. You will lose a life, dog, not this Shane Rose. Killing his body where they in a plain clothes. Rise the inch, I take clip long like hose. On the block, we have the
After the video surfaced the net, Jah Cure forward out and talk film side of the story. Jah Cure say a long time incident, it happened 7 years ago, and it seemed like the video reaching at somebody hands where I try and mess him up. Him even went further and said the ladies them stole some item from him. And that's why him did a behave so outrageous. People enough things him talk on film side. But like a FM Edjahz always I say a 50 different side of a story. When you get Jah Cure side, if you late to walk one, make 2 step back to my previous video and you will get the full detail in a Jah Cure explanation.
them packing, shocks in melodies, nobody feel say assassin. Catch him a buy food and well easy me shot him. Him swear I'm front door when shots start knocking. See the boy there? No dog, nothing. Where them start rush, so him dread just nothing.
Now we have the female them side of the story people and them a make some rash allegations. These allegations definitely not look good for the entertainer side. Enough respect to My Turn Radio and them broadcast the interview. It was hosted by DJ Montana. She kept the ladies them cool right through and make them comfortably explain for them side of the story. Them talk about Jah Cure holding the girls them against them will. Them also speak of the entertainer requesting coochie, well demanding coochie at that. Him even allegedly went further and asked for brata. So as you can see, a whole heap of allegation drop on Jah Cure name. So we are going to provide them with the interview of the ladies right after we talk little about that new music video we want to see a display on the screen now and then. People, check out what I want.
Rush him and chop him, pussy. Your face say you're chatting real. No boy can diss me or my team. No waste man not in my scheme. The crooks them about said before 18.
So that's dancehall artist El Neato new official music video entitled Main Road Badness. At the chorus of the track that, unlike what El Neato a yant in the chorus, him badness real. No boy can diss him, nor him team. A loyalty the thing that people don't feel like you can step to one of our soldier them and wanna make a move. You now have the name in the organization. So from this one, this all. A bad people concept El Neato forward with. But look on the bigger picture, a loyalty me see in play. The track a go on people, more from an official music video. Main Road Badness.
Shot. Boss I try to take a walk, man not surgery. But what real, nobody feel say a burglary. Contract killing, so some pussy never heard of me. Murder your family, not even left a girl that did the Thompson. That hole in my knapsack, boy run like Olympics when tricks done.
Different from the quality of the track, the concept and all of them thing there. Bad music video, as you can see, the warriors them out in the scheme I represent. At the first me I hear about Main Road Badness and where El Neato them I deal with. I out from the main brawling if a man try this one of the team member them. Anyways, the video go on, the crux them out, lone badness a chuck. It's definitely a good look for the journey of music we are dealing with right here. Remember say dancehall are mainly hardcore, ranchiness, grimy setting and them sitting there. And as you can see, a griminess El Neato go for based off of the music video. Don't feel like a joke when the artist saying badness real.
Boof, boof. Back, put that on Snapchat. When you hear the whistling, just know say a skull crack. I did this, so nose they have so face rearrange. Him friend them lose them life, the one time them gaze. Me gonna do the talking, the man me not go tears. Head side crush out, free to lay lays.
Are the great El Neato people, definitely a music video for go check out. Young bad talent on the dancehall scene, and I don't know it's always a joy for bring forth a new artist. So just go do the right thing and show the support people. This official music video was released on El Neato YouTube Vivo channel 1 week ago. Uno know our style already, look pan the flat, uno go see a link, click pan it, go over there, listen to the track, watch the music video, and leave an honest opinion in the comment area. For now, big up the young talent El Neato, remember the name.
No boy can't dismiss me team. No waste man, not in my scheme. The crux them about said before 18. None of me thugs them no lean. No shaking, it's a straight laser beam.
So we get the female them side of the story now, people, thanks to DJ Montana. The female them we are speak of are the same female them we heard in our viral video that has been circulating on the internet. In the video, we hear reggae star Jah Cure voice attack a female about giving up some punish. And in a real life, people, as much as I rate Jah Cure, I have to admit him deal with it aggressively. As I said before, you have to know to control yourself as a man and careful where you do. And to how it did look, people, Jah Cure never hold no meditation. Anyways, him forward out and explain for him side. Now we have the female them forward out and I explain for them side in our interview. People, get on the refreshments ready. Because of some shocking things, we're not going to hear about the entertainer one that I never believe. You don't know our style already from morning. We are an instigator. Check out what go on.
So, like a little backstory, I've known Jah Cure for like a couple years. Not 7 though, I would have been very young 7 years ago. But I've known him for a couple years and he was always nice to me. He was always friendly. He like he said, it was like a brotherly thing. And like just like fast forwarding, there was an incident where I was dating a dancer and we got in a fight, and so I called Jah Cure to come get me because I didn't have anywhere else to go, and he did. He came and got me and my friend. He was really nice. Like he always fed us. Another time, like my friend, it was her first time in Jamaica. He invited us over, made a big meal, like just a super nice guy up until this point. And so December of 2019, he was like, hey, can you help me with this music video? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, what do you need? And he told me. I was like, yeah, that sounds really fun, but I don't feel comfortable going to Jamaica by myself. So he was like, you can bring a friend. And I was like, cool. And he's like, send me your guys' passport pictures so I can book the flights. So we did, and he booked our flights and we flew into Montego Bay.
Okay.
The first night in Montego Bay, we stayed at like the S Hotel, like a resort, like a super nice resort. We went out and partied, like everything was like fine. We came back and he was super drunk, so we like laid him in the bed, and then we went out to the beach. And in the video that everyone can hear, he's like yelling at us about how we left him alone to go to the beach. Mm-hmm. And we did. Like at the time, we didn't think it was an issue. He didn't bring it up until like he started yelling at us, so we didn't think anything of it. And then yeah, the next day we were just at the pool and we met some girls from Ethiopia, or they were American but they were Ethiopian. They're like from Washington or something, I don't know. Anyway, so he told them about this party in Kingston, like this big party that everyone was going to be at, and so they wanted to go and we wanted to go. So all of us girls, there was like 6 of us, and we got in like 3 different cars. We went to Kingston. We went to the party in Kingston. Like it was totally fine. Like there was no issues. That night, the girls slept in his bedroom, and me and my friend slept in the guest bed. And in the middle of the night, he came into the room, I guess, while we were sleeping, and like masked it onto my friend's face.
What the fuck? Are you? I mean, what the heck? I'm sorry. We're in a clean.
Right.
What? What?
Want
Hold on.
to tap into that? Do you want to tap into that part?
Sure.
Do you want to be on camera?
Sure.
Okay, so my friend, since this was her part of the story, she's going to tell it since she's
Okay.
the one who did it too.
So both of you guys were. Hey, girly.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
You know, I'm doing all right.
Good. So both of you guys were in the room together.
Yeah, we were just sleeping in the bed, and I kind of like woke up, and then like the shadow figure was kind of like hunched up over me, and I was kind of confused. You know, I'm still waking up. I'm in a daze, and next thing you know, like I can see like someone's, you know, like getting it right on top of me, and it's like I feel this warm, wet substance like on my arm and like on my shoulder, and I start freaking out. So I pushed him away. I was like, "What the hell are you doing? You know, like get off me."
Right. And so then I wake up and I'm like, get the fuck out of our room. And so he like realizes he did something wrong and he just leaves the room. Like doesn't say sorry, doesn't say anything. And so I'm like, listen, first thing in the morning we're leaving. And she's like, yeah, I agree. And so the morning time came and the girls from the Ethiopian girls were like, hey, we're going back to Montego Bay. We're like, can we come with you? Like, we really want to come. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. And then they had a conversation with him and came back and they're like, there's just no room in the car. You can't come. We're like, that's weird. And so we went and told him, we're like, we're gonna get a cab and leave. And he's like, that's fine. Get your shit and get the fuck out of my house. We're like, okay. And then as we're like packing up our stuff, he comes in and tells her, he's like, she needs to have sex with me right now. Like, he's like, I brought you here for a music video, but I didn't bring her here for that. She needs to give me sex to pay for the flight. And then she was like,
this was the night after he was masturbating in the room.
Yes.
Oh,
this is like probably like 5 hours later, because he did it probably at like 3 in the morning, and this is like around like 8 or 9 a.m.
After I had said something, he could tell I was upset, and then after that he kept like playing loud music and just like opening and slamming doors. Like after that, like there was something going on, and he wouldn't let us sleep after that. Like he just kept harassing us, kept bugging us.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Had either of you guys had sexual relations with him prior to this at all?
No.
This is what like my second time ever meeting the man.
Yeah, like I said, it's like a brother thing because he had known one of my sisters, and so he was like totally, from my perspective, was like a brother. Like he said, like there were some instances a couple times when he would get drunk and tell me that he wanted to breed me because he wanted light-skinned babies, but
okay. Doesn't he have light-skinned babies already? Hold on.
Yeah, no, they're obsessed with it in Jamaica. So he'd be like he would pressure me on it. Like he like got drunk and I was like, no, I don't want kids. You know, like he was asking me about, oh, do you ever want kids one day? And I was like, no. And then he went on this whole like Rastafarian rant about how my job on Earth is to plenify it and like all kinds of stuff. Like she was there for all this.
I was like, no, you know, like she's not ready for all that. She's got shit to do, you know, she's got bills to pay. And he's like, no, like you have to have kids with me. Like,
yeah. Like, and we thought he was kidding because like we weren't fucking or anything. So that was like probably the only red flag prior, but we really thought he was kidding. But now I think about it, I'm like, he probably meant that shit.
So wait, was this the first time that you stayed over in his house, or
no? Was the time we flew out the first time we stayed there, or this breeding incident?
The incident of the video, that was last year this happened, you're saying?
Yeah, it was last year. It was the first time he had flown us out, but it wasn't the first time I had stayed over at his house.
Okay. All right. So you're saying it was not the first time you stayed over at his house?
No.
So so wait, hold on. Girl, hold on. You stayed over. Because I know how men are. You mean to tell me you stayed over his house before this? And I'm not trying to interrogate you. I just really want to know, like, non-biased. I don't have anything in this either way. I'm just curious. Like, you stayed over his house before and he never touched you or tried anything?
No, never. Though I've slept over at his house one time before, like he said, with the incident with the dancer, and he got me food, like asked me if I wanted to take a shower.
Hold on, who was the dancer?
I'm not even gonna bring that situation.
Okay.
Like it really wasn't. It was someone I was dating. Like I was dating that man. Like we had gotten into a fight. Like all relationships or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then I was staying with that man. Like I was there in Jamaica for him, and he was like, you know, we were fighting, so I didn't want to be in that situation. So I was like, hey, like called someone I knew I could trust, which was Jah Cure. Anyway. Look how that turned out. But he like took care of me. He got me food, gave me a shower, you know, totally like did everything you would expect someone to do, and he didn't ask for sex or anything. But I honestly I would have been okay with it because I think he's like a cute dude, and I've seen some pictures where he's wearing them tight little shorts and he looked like he might have some things going for him. So I mean, I wouldn't have been opposed to it.
I've heard that he has.
So I'm like, I wouldn't have been opposed to it if he would have been like, you know, if we would have got drunk and came back and did it. But it was when he told me that we had to, that it would have became an issue.
Okay. And then what did I hear? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was like, he was I don't think he was ever like interested in me. Like he was always interested in my friend. Like when we would go out, like he'd want her to be in the front seat and stuff, but did all the communicating through me. So I don't really know.
Okay, and in the video it said something like there was a part where you were saying that he did something to you. I couldn't quite make it out, and then he was like, I should have broke your hand or something like that. Like, what was up with that?
So what made me film was what made him so angry? I think, okay, so he asked my friend to eat Edjahz, and she was like, what the hell? Like, I'm not touching you after last night, and that's gay. And he lost it. He like pushed her into the wall and then came over. I was like, don't hit her. So I went to go and grab him from hitting her, and he punched you in the stomach. Oh yeah, he punched me in the stomach, and then like kind of forearmed me in the cheekbone, but like not a forearm. And that's when I stepped in, and that's when I was trying to like stop him from hitting you. He was chasing you around the room. Right. So like the difference of size is I'm like 5'0", like 120 pounds. You know, I'm small, so I think that's why he hit me instead of her, because she's like 5'9", a little bit bigger. So I think he knew who his match was. He knew who to go for.
Right. In Jamaica they say "Duppy know who if you're frightened." So,
yeah.
Ghost know who to frighten.
So a lot of people were like, why didn't you guys just jump him? So he had 2 of his cousins there, and they were just standing at the door. Like, he said that they had guns. I never actually seen a gun, but so we were just like, you know, if they probably fucking do it, it's Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well, and we, as the Ethiopian girls, they were trying to leave, right? So we're packing our stuff while he's freaking out after we had this whole altercation, and we tried to leave. And he had all the doors locked, like every door was locked. We couldn't get out. And he had his cousins sitting outside the house watching. Yeah, and the weird part about his house is all of the locks were like key locks, like even from the inside. Like if you go like from
that's
the inside
normal.
house,
That's a normal Jamaican house thing. My house in Jamaica was like that same thing.
So it was like we couldn't leave even like, and the windows had bars, so we couldn't like climb out of a window. Yeah. And then even at one point, like when he took her, like she finally was like, we have to, like, he like was threatening us, like just in the video was just like a glimpse. Yeah, he was like saying he was gonna break my hand and kill me. He was never mad at her as much as he was at me. But so finally she was like, I'm just gonna go have sex with him, then he'll let us leave. Like he's not gonna make us pay for the flights. And I was like, you don't have to. And she's like, no, we're never gonna get out of this house. Like I basically felt forced into it. Like I felt threatened. There was no way he was gonna let us leave, and I felt like that was my ultimatum. It was like that was the only thing that would protect us in that whole situation, and I didn't know what else to do.
As I said before, big up DJ Montana upon the interview here. Look on the flat and I'll see a link to the full interview. For now, leave in the comment area and make me know what you think about the whole situation. Tell me if the ladies them stories sound more connect than Jah Cure one. That was it for the show. Big up all of my subscribers and all of the viewers that must stay until the end of the show. I really appreciate it. Bless up on yourself and go and live good.
It's splash out Sunday ice cream, step on crime, bossy, well, madam, man. I know if not, but not suppose. You will lose a life, dog, not this she and Rose. Killing this body where they in a plain clothes. Rise the inch, take clip long like